Awesome. So listen, if you understand the information, just raise your hand and claim it there for me. As I shift my awareness here to the spirit side of life, I'm met by a gentleman here first, so I have a man that's coming through. I really don't want to go elderly with this man, too. I feel middle-aged with him. And I know that things happen quite quickly, or I know that things happen tragically. That's the best way I could say, because he keeps giving me a tragedy. So I feel like I'm here and then I'm gone, to be honest with you. I get really emotional about this, to be that's the way that he's making me feel here. So I know that this passing was unexpected there. That's how I have to acknowledge it. Again, he's coming in towards my side, so to me that's usually a partner or a husband their connection there that someone would have lost. And then I want to talk about like the G, or there's got to be like a G, like a Greg or a Gary, but I feel like it's like a G there.
Yes.
You can understand everything?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Quick though, I have to acknowledge the quick passing, because that's
Yes.
how he's making me feel. Listen, I really want to start crying. That's how I feel about it. He's feeling very emotional about it here. I know that this was a husband though, so I do have to acknowledge, because he keeps saying husband, husband to me
Yes.
there, and that's where I feel like I get emotional there. Is there 3 children or 3 children?
He was one of 3.
He was one of 3. That's fine there. But then I do have to acknowledge though, there's children that you guys have, or
Yes.
there's children that are still here in the world that
Yes.
that I have to acknowledge here there. And I don't know why, but he keeps bringing me a boy or boys there.
Yes.
So I don't know if you have all boys or there's all boys, but he keeps bringing me, wants to talk about the boys there. So that's why I have to acknowledge that there as well. And then I also feel like, oh, that's really weird. This was a part of 9/11, or this was a part of 9/11. Would you understand that?
Yes.
There.
Yes.
It's weird because coming here, driving over the GW Bridge, I literally looked up and saw the 2 towers. There's like a sign of the 2 towers, and that's what he just showed me. So that's why I have to acknowledge the 9/11, or he was a part of 9/11. But he's not giving me the feeling that he was a first responder, so I have to be clear with that.
Correct.
I don't feel he's a police officer or a fireman, so I have to acknowledge
Correct,
it.
yes.
It's not how he's making me feel about it there. Then I also have to acknowledge there's a Michael that in the world that he wants to acknowledge, or there's a Michael that I keep hearing, so I have to acknowledge
understand that.
Michael
Yes.
there. And then I also and I know he keeps bringing me roses here to give to you. So when they do that to me, it's because you've done it for him. Can you understand that? Or you still bring him a rose, or there's still a rose that you still have. What is the rose?
I have pressed roses that he's given me.
That you still have. You understand there? Because like when they give it to me, it's usually because you've done it for them, or you still have it. So I have to acknowledge.
Oh yes, and a friend gave me roses for no reason from him.
That's it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm validating the rose connection, or the roses there that were given to you from him there, but it's like he's making a big deal about the roses, so that's why I have to acknowledge it. And then I feel like, I know that you feel him, because you keep saying that you feel him around, or you are in tune with him being around there, so I have to acknowledge it. You have one child that's energetically sensitive, or there's one child that's energetically sensitive. That's the best way I could say it. So one out of your children feels him, or is very receptive to his spirit presence. That's how he's trying to acknowledge it. And someone talked about wanting a tattoo, or someone wants to get a tattoo.
I too.
That's fine. You didn't get it yet, though, correct? Because he's
Right.
telling me you didn't get it yet, so that's why I have to acknowledge it there. And then I also want to talk about, listen, I want to talk about that guy Michael there. So is that like, I don't think it's his brother, but he feels like a brother to me.
Yeah.
There. Would you understand that?
I do,
Because I feel like he wants to acknowledge Michael. I feel like a brother connection here that he's given to me. And then I feel, that's weird. Michael must have written something for him, or written something to him there since his passing that I need to acknowledge. Again, I get really emotional
Yes.
here, so that's why I have to acknowledge that there. And then I also know too, as well as you must have run in the tunnel for towers, or someone does something for the tunnel of towers, because he keeps bringing me
Yes.
there, so that's why I have to acknowledge it.
Yes.
And actually, this is interesting too, because someone, I know I said to you earlier that he gives me the feeling that he wasn't a police officer or a fireman, but there is a police officer in the family.
His brother's an auxiliary police officer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. Because he
just
brought me
kinda make
back
fun
to
of
the
him, yeah.
police officer thing, and I was like, that's weird. You said you weren't. He's like, no, there's one in my family. So if his brother's a auxiliary police officer, that's fine. It would be the same thing to me. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. And then I want to say thank you for the candles, or thank you for the candles. So I know that you've lit in candles for him since his passing.
Yes.
I want to say thank you for the candles. I don't know why, I really want to cry here. So I feel like, again, this is a heavy emotion here that he keeps giving me. But then I also have to acknowledge to you that I've been in the dreams, or I've been in your dreams there. And I know that you know that, or I'm just validating that to you. Could you
Yes.
understand that?
Yes.
That's how he's giving it to me. And this is weird. You still have his cufflinks? Cufflinks?
Probably.
Did he have like engraved cufflinks?
I don't remember.
Like with his initials or something?
He did have cufflinks,
But they
and
were
I'm
like
sure that I
don't know why.
have them.
He's making me
Yeah.
talk about the cufflinks. Check for this. Check this, because I feel like he had engraved cufflinks, or someone still has his cufflinks, so I have to acknowledge it there. And then and someone's runner, or someone's a runner there, because
My
he keeps
son.
like
Yes.
making me run.
Yes.
So, I feel like he's acknowledging, if your son still here as a runner, that's fine.
Yes.
Know that dad runs with him, or dad runs with him there. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. And someone was just awarded something, or there was a congratulations here, because I feel like someone won an award, or someone was awarded something. That's the best way I could say it.
My younger son who runs.
Oh, that's the runner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he just won an award?
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
There. Congratulations from his father
Thank
there on that
you.
side. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. And then, who's Julie? Judy?
We wanted to have 3 kids, and we always wanted to name our daughter Julia if we had a girl named Julia.
Oh, really? That just freaked me out a little bit, actually. There. So, because he's bringing me that name, so that's why I have to acknowledge it. So I guess it's an evidence, it's a validation there for him to give you there, that I'm connected in there with him. So, and then the son that's a runner,
Yes.
does he still have dad's sneakers? Or someone had just bought new sneakers?
Yes.
Someone just bought new sneakers. You understand that?
Completely.
Because I feel
They
like
arrived by Amazon yesterday.
sneakers you just bought yesterday. Good. There. I love when they give me current things that just happened too, besides also evidence of them, because it really shows you like they're still around paying attention to you. And someone just bought new earphones.
I just moved the earphones. They were on one table, and I just moved it to a separate spot.
You just did it today?
Yes.
That's freaked me out too a little bit. He's with you, put it that way. This guy is there, he's with you, all right, there. Because all of a sudden he showed me the headphones, and I was like, what's with the headphones?
Yes.
There. So if you just move them today, that's fine. It's just, again, it's just a way to acknowledge it. I know you must still wear the ring, or you still wear the ring there, because he's putting the ring on and he won't let me take it off. So there, I know that you still wear the ring. Is that absolutely true?
Absolutely true.
Good. There. It's just something that he's acknowledging. And then there's got to be something significant in October, like a birthday anniversary of passing in October.
My grandmother passed in October.
He's with your grandmother, then that's what I have to acknowledge. And there's got to be a female there also with him that
Yes.
would have passed of cancer. There's a cancer lady that's trying to come through with me. If it's no, say no, because they might be moving me on.
No.
He might be moving me on there. So, and there's some, like, no one had breast cancer? No one had a breast cancer scare?
Yes.
Okay. Who had the breast cancer?
His aunt,
In the spirit world.
still here.
Oh, she's still here?
Yeah, yeah.
I have to acknowledge, because he's making me feel like, so,
Oh, it was in the chest. His mom was heart.
no.
No? Okay.
This is, thank you though, but this is
Okay.
cancer.
Okay.
I'm sure of it. I heard breast cancer.
Okay.
There. So let me give me my lady back. There, if she's still here, that's fine. But he wants to acknowledge the female with breast cancer, or the female with the breast cancer. And I feel like it was a scare. Or I feel like it's gotten better in some sense. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Absolutely
I
true.
had to go to a second.
Oh, so you had the scare. That's fine. Put it this way. He's giving me the feeling that, one, he sent healing, but two, that there is, I just feel like it was a scare, or I feel like it's gotten better, or it's not that bad there. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. I don't know, I keep saying don't worry about it. So again, I'm not a doctor, I can't prescribe there. So I can't give medical advice, I only listen to them, and that's the way he's giving it to me. So I know that he's there, I know that he's trying to send healing there from the other side. So that's why I have to acknowledge it as well. Again, I just can't shake the emotional feeling here, and I know that you must have. You must have put photos together or a collage together, or you've been looking at photos to put things together more on the recent side. You understand this?
Yes.
On there, like you're putting new like things together or the photo things together for in memory there. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. And then I feel like, I don't know, this guy doesn't leave you. Trust me, he does not leave you there. And I know that, and I know as he, so he's taking me in your bedroom. I said I'd be quick with this, but this guy won't leave, so I have to just stay with him for a minute. There. He's taking me into your bedroom, and so I know that here in the bedroom there has to be 4 photos still, or there's still 4 photos of him out.
There are definitely photos of him out, yes.
Count them. 4? Or there's 4 in one area on one thing, but there's 4 photos that are significant, and I feel like I'm in your bedroom.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
4 photos in one area
Yes.
there that I have to acknowledge there. Again, I don't know why. He's just bringing me there, and I feel like he looks good, or he looks good in these photos. That's how he's trying to bring it up to me. So remember I'm saying this. You've also lost a dog, though, to the spirit side.
He did.
That's fine.
He
He's
did.
got his dog, or he's with his dog, so that's why I have to acknowledge it there as well. And I just feel like I come around for you, and I come around for the love of the kids there, really. This guy always never leaves. He's always there for the love of the children there. So that's why I have to acknowledge it. Again, it's a real emotional feeling here. And I know that we still celebrate him every year there, because that's how he's given. Thank you for the celebration every year. Thank you for the celebration every year. That's the best way I could say it. So I know that you still celebrate him. There's like one special time a year that you're still celebrating him, that he needs to acknowledge it there in that way. So just remember I'm bringing it up. Take his love and blessings. This guy doesn't leave you, ever. There. So that's why I have to acknowledge it.
Thank you so
there.
much.
So take his love and blessings. I'll say God
Thank
bless.
you so
And I
much.
have to acknowledge a comment that's coming across here from Kathleen Hahn. Anthony, you're the next John Edwards. You are incredible.